Hey guys, Jacob here from Diabetic Team. I'm going to show you how to change your infusion set. Okay, so I got here my inset and my skin prep. Also, you can use it's another one, or IV prep. That's it. And this works with a lot of other animas pumps too. I know it works with the Deltec Cosmos also. So here's the pump. I've already taken the old cartridge out, but to do that, all you have to do is, sorry, I have one hand. You just screw this off, and you just pull it out. And that's where the cartridge sits. Just leave that off. So what you're going to do first is, before you change your site, alright, you're going to click Menu, and you go to Prime and Rewind. This is your whole functions menu to when you change your site. So you click that, and you're going to click Rewind. That's the first step. I've already rewound, but I'll do it again. Click it. It says disconnect infusion set from your body. Make sure you do that. Go rewind. And it's already rewound. So it's at position 206 units. So that's how much you can load in it. So next we're going to put that off to the side. Okay, so I have my inset and my skin prep. So I'm going to do my site now. Just going to open this up. Okay. So there's the site itself. Take off the blue tube. And then you're going to unravel the tube. And there's a little slot on the side. Okay, so you're just gonna, from the bottom there's two little handles. And then I'm gonna hold it right here and pull back. So now it's ready to change your site. Okay, so I'm going to do my site right here on my stomach. I'm going to grab my skin prep. Okay. This is what you do first. You open it up. I just like to get it all around in a circle. Okay. Let that dry for a minute. You don't want to do it when it's soaking wet. Okay. So now you're going to grab your site. You want that tube through the hole right there. And you want it to point in the... You want to make sure the tube is so it's pointing to your pocket. It makes things a lot easier. I'm going to squeeze. And the site's in right now, so I'm just going to pull straight out. It's gone. So now I'm just going to kind of push this down to make it stick a little better. And disconnect the tube. So my site's on now. And normally I do this a lot faster, but you know, I'm doing a video. Okay, so now that your site's done, you want to make sure you put the lid back on the cover. You don't want to stab anyone. There we go. Now we're going to do the insulin. We're going to add the insulin. I'm just going to open up the package. So you get a needle. cannula and a thing to push it with. And you also get a cap. So what you're going to do is you attach the needle to the top and twist it. And push this on the bottom. Okay, so you have your Humalog or Novolog, whichever you use. And you have your cannula. Take the lid off. There's the needle. You want to push 2 full pushes of air, so it just helps out the bubbles a little bit. Okay, just going to push it in, and you want to push air into the into the jar. Okay, and you just want to pull back. You will start to get bubbles. And sometimes they're really easy to get out, and then sometimes they're really tricky. You just gotta keep flicking. And oh, pretty good. I just like to look at the bottom for bubbles. Sometimes this can be very fast, and then other times you get really frustrated and it kind of goes a little slow, but today it's medium. Alright, so you're just going to want to pull this out. Put the cap back on the needle. Twist it out. And take this out. And you're done loading, you're done putting the insulin in the cartridge. So now what you're going to do is grab your pump and the cap and the tube that you just got off of your brand new site and the cartridge. So what you're going to do first is you're going to put the cap through the tube, and then you're going to put this and you're going to twist it on the cannula. And then you're going to put it in the pump. You're going to push it in. You don't want to twist it, but just so it's in there. And then you're going to want to twist the cap on. So now the insulin's in the pump. So now the insulin's in the pump. You've got your tube and everything. Let me start out from the main menu. Hold on. So it's the main menu. You go to menu. It says I have 206 units because it's all the way back. I don't actually have that much. I'm going to go down to prime and rewind. So I've already rewound. That was before I did anything. Now I'm going to load it. It says load 100 units into the cartridge and attach the cap. I always load about 180 because 100 units doesn't last me. It about lasts me a day. Maybe a little longer, but so I like to have more. So click continue. And now the piston inside is going up to the cap. And it's done. Gave me a little beep to know that I'm done with that. And now step 3 is you have to prime it. So that means is you got to get the insulin through the tube, so when you bolus, air doesn't go in you instead of insulin when you first do this. So you got to do this. It's kind of hard because I have one hand. So I like to do this over a sink. Sorry, the screen turned off. So your next step is to prime it. I'm sorry if you can't see it, the camera's crappy. So you're going to click it. It says be sure to disconnect from your body, then select continue. And it tells me I have 193 units in my pump right now. That's the actual amount. I'm going to click continue. I'm going to stretch out the cord and just hold it over the sink. And it says press and hold the OK button while priming. So I'm going to hold down the OK button until insulin starts coming down out of the tube. So I'm going to hold it down. And insulin just started coming out of the tube. So it says 15 units primed, 177 units remaining. And my last step is to fill the cannula. The cannula is what the little tiny tube inside my body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back on. I'm just going to snap it on. There we go. And now I always do 1.0. Okay, and go. And the insulin is now in my site. So now back on the home screen it says basal rate 1.100 units an hour and insulin 176 units. So that's how much insulin I have left. And if you notice, I have 2 out of 3 batteries left. Battery life. Alright, so that's it. That is how you change your site on the Animas Onetouch Ping. And it's basically the same exact steps for the Animas IR20, the Animas IR1250, the Animas, the one with the color screen just like this one, the Animas 2020, and then the Onetouch Ping. And, yes, thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, and